Good morning. Good morning. Magandang umaga. Good morning. I'm very, very happy to be here, David. Of course, all of the organizers, Nix, Dan, and the rest of the sponsors. Magandang umaga sa ating lahat. Good morning. Of course, I'd like to welcome all of our visitors here today. Mabuhay! I get recognized to say mabuhay. 1, 2, 3. Mabuhay! That's like a welcome meeting here in the Philippines. We use it primarily for foreigners. We don't really say mabuhay to each other, no, to be honest. But we do say it when foreigners arrive. As many of the Filipino game developers here know, I've been working with the Philippine game development industry for some time, for a few years. But many of you here that are visiting might be surprised that game development and esports are thriving and booming in our country. However, the Philippines, of course, is known for other things. Firstly, I think we're most known for our beaches. Oh, my presentation isn't ready yet. Okay, firstly, I think the Philippines is known for our beaches. And I truly hope that all of the visitors here get out of Metro Manila. Actually, our traffic isn't that bad yet. It will probably get bad as the week goes on. But hopefully, all of you who come to visit will get to see some of that before you go to your own countries. Our country is also known for people like Pia Wurtzbach, Miss Universe, Manny Pacquiao, my colleague in the Senate, who is actually younger than me. 3, our BPO industry, which of course is now #1 in the world. In some cases, #1 over India. We're also known for being the selfie capital of the world. I think David talked about our smartphone penetration. If I'm not mistaken, we're the Facebook capital of Asia, and we're the selfie capital of the world. 5, I think we're also known for our very colorful political atmosphere. I'll just leave it at that. Nowhere in the top 5 that I've mentioned are our game developers and our gamers. But our gamers and game developers are actually gaining ground. For one, our gamers have been very successful in international competition. Last year, 2 Philippine teams qualified and competed in the International, the biggest Dota tournament in the world in Seattle, Washington. Out of around 20,000 teams vying to qualify for this competition, only 18 qualified to compete, and 2 teams are from the Philippines. And Team TNC, of course, finished in the top 8, many of you know this, and came home with over 23 million pesos in prize money. We also have Filipino game developers and studios that have made their mark in the international arena, many of whom are here, and some of whom will be the subject of your conference today. In last year's Tokyo Game Show, Japan's most important video game convention, we saw 7 Pinoy independent game developers. Keyball Games, Squeaky Wheel Studio, Monstronauts, Unibox, Popsicle Games, Mucho Brain Interactive Designs, and Nico Tuason's Games by Nico, who also won an award in IGF China, were all there and very well received. The game Flippy Bottle Extreme by Derek Alain Mapago is here. Oh, he's such a kid. He's still sleeping. Okay. Still flipping a bottle somewhere. It became a global hit and even beat out games like Temple Run 2 and even Pokemon Go in the US and went on Google Play to be #1 on Google Play in several European countries like the UK, Finland, Germany, Denmark, Sweden, Spain, Austria, Ireland, Latvia, Netherlands, Luxembourg, and even Estonia. Apps founded by Solon Chen and his friends are now known globally for their online educational games. Dreamlords Digital of Russell Tomas received an honorable mention as was one of the Best in Play awardees in the San Francisco Game Developers Conference, or GDC, in 2015. And Dungeon Souls of Mike Renevo did very well on Steam. So you do find Filipinos and Filipino game companies making a dent in the international mobile gaming scene and gaming scene. On the flip side, there are global companies who have produced popular games with the help of local Filipino studios and artists. We have Electronic Arts working with Fun Guy Studio. Microsoft worked with Synergy 88 in the Philippines for Gears of War 4. And Sony's Naughty Dog worked with Secret 6 on Uncharted 4, which won, of course, one of the a lot of the Best Game of the Year awards in 2016. Lastly, there are prominent Filipino personalities in the international game development industries that are coming home, setting up shop and pushing for local game development. We have Walter De Torres here, formerly from Black Task, then Coalition, who has now set up Pixel Mafia, newly minted company, just a few days old actually. We have Eric Panglinan from Naughty Dog, and for those of you who actually finished Uncharted 4, he's like the second or the third name that comes up in the credits. Richie Corpus, who heads the graphical business unit of AMD, and Chip Go of Ubisoft, all supporting the Philippine game development industry. Talking about Ubisoft, Ubisoft of course, as many of the Filipino gamers here know, set up shop in Santa Rosa, Laguna, and even forged a partnership with a prominent university, De La Salle University, to offer a major in game development. And of course, we know that GDAP had a very important role to play in putting that partnership together. We do see a lot of these ingredients in the Philippine game industry. In esports, in game development, whether it's in mobile, in outsourced work for larger companies, we do have that here in the Philippines. And we do believe that if we strengthen academic industry linkages, work with our schools to develop the skills and creativity of future game developers, we'll be able to grow this industry more. We've been working very hard to attract more studios to set up here and to enable existing studios to grow into even bigger successes. My office, of course, supports the game industry, not only because I'm a gamer myself, but because we see the tremendous potential of this industry. In fact, many times I've said, this is where our BPO industry was 10 years ago. All the ingredients are there to really make this work and make this happen, and primary of which is the Filipinos' combination of artistry and technical know-how that can be the foundation for the game development industry in the Philippines. Today, we're with visitors from other countries. We hope that we can learn from your collective experiences. We can learn from our friends from China, from North America, from Europe, all of the game developers here who have come to our beautiful country of the Philippines. We hope we can learn from you, learn from your experiences, and at the same time, we hope that you can also learn from the stories of Filipino entrepreneurs who are here today, who are working not only to advance their own companies, but to advance our country through this very high potential industry, which we call the game development industry. Our office, of course, is here to support, and together, we all see that the future is bright for this industry. Sama-sama po tayong lahat sa industry nito. Maraming salamat. Thank you very much. Mabuhay sa